What's up guys, I'm Nathan and in this video I'm gonna be showing you guys the updated tier list for probably the best update in All-Star Tower Defense, because finally the power creep isn't too crazy. Like, characters have balances. Like, even the best characters like Naruto, his balance would be that he cannot hit air. Like, Yagami freaking broken, but like he costs 3 million, so it's gonna be a lot of strategizing for those leaderboard players. But anyway guys, let's just get into it. So this is for infinite mode, story mode and PvP mode, so just keep that in mind. S tier is going to be for meta units in all modes. A tier is going to be for the very good units that probably can also be used interchangeably as meta, because at this point there's going to be a lot of units in S tier because the story mode units are all pretty much equal. B tier is going to be like average units, C tier is kind of below average but still decent, and D tier is like way outdated. So at this point, characters like Usopp, with the amount of power that these units have, I think I have to put him in D tier. Gotenks I'm gonna put in S tier, but probably bottom S tier. I think he still could be on an infinite mode meta because of course he isn't that expensive compared to these new units, so I think there is a chance for him to still be in S tier. Armin probably going to be in B tier because I feel like he's like a bit below average, but he's okay. Blackbeard of course will still be in S tier. Like, he still has to be S tier for like story mode, for instance, because yeah, you cannot really manage to place down your Ichigos in story mode. So yeah, then we have Blackbeard 5 star who will be D tier. We have Bulma 4 star who's probably A tier. I mean, you could use her, I guess, for like extra money because these new characters are so expensive. Then we have Kaido who's probably going to be top D tier, because now Kaido is unobtainable and we now have Hashirama who replaces him, but I have no idea how OP Hashirama would be, so we still have to wait for someone to reach leaderboards for that. Then we have Sanemi who's probably also gonna be D tier. Darui probably C tier because his damage is at least above 1000. Rengoku probably like bottom A tier. Then we have Rengoku 5 star who's probably like low C tier. Gon will probably be around around A tier because he is a pretty solid unit, but definitely not meta with the like limitations in money and stuff. Then we have this guy Aladdin who will be there. We have maybe Gate will be in B tier. Golden Frieza, I think he was given another update. I saw something about that in the update log, so I suppose I'll put him on bottom A tier. Then we have Vegito who I'll put in top A tier, but I am around 90% sure that he is no longer meta with these new OP units. Then we have our Golden Monkey who's going to be in S tier, because even with the addition of Naruto, like people, even the leaderboard players, even though you probably cannot place down all of them, they will have to evenly split the money between Monkey and Naruto, just because of the fact that Naruto cannot hit air, which is a pretty big oof. Then we have this guy Warhammer Titan. We have Bulma who, well, it's technically a buff because 120 levels, so it will be easier to place down more units, but I still think it may not be enough. And guys, we finally got it, Todoroki, the profile of my channel. And I am so happy that they did not disrespect him. Like, they actually made him good, because his burn damage is like pretty high and he freezes, and even without his burn damage, his story mode potential is really high. Of course, he's not even close to being a contender for infinite mode, but yeah, for story mode, definitely a really good character. Of course, he's only ground, but still, like Genos, I think is like a new meta for air. We have Naruto, who's obviously going to be ahead of Goku because, well, yeah, I mean, I don't have to explain that. We have Kakashi, who's probably going to be in top in A tier. I seriously doubt that he would be able to be in S tier because you can only place one down, and yeah, it's just not going to be cutting it for these new meta units, and it's not worth spending that much on him. Then so this dude is probably going to be like higher than Armin, of course. Jiraiya probably right there. Jotaro probably going to be in top A tier because you could totally use him. We have Jotaro 5 star who's going to be like probably bottom A tier because he is still a time stopper. We have like Yagami who's probably like bottom A tier. You don't really need him anymore. I could put him in D tier because he's technically useless, but nah. Then we have this guy Gohan who's probably going to be somewhere there in A tier. Then we have Goku Black who's going to be maybe right there in A tier. He does hit air. We have this guy Zenitsu who will probably be in A tier as well. Sasuke probably top D tier because, well, 700 damage. I don't think you can expect me to put him higher than that. Then we have Nami, probably C tier. Broly got a buff, so I'll put him in bottom S tier because he also has story mode potential. Like, he is interchangeable with Genos. Now, one thing that ASTD developers really missed out on was a chance to increase his damage gain. Like, that would make him really nice, but even now he's a really solid unit because full AoE even with 16 SPA, like just for 8k you will be able to get like a 50k damage unit, and that is probably better than God Goku for story mode, of course. Then we have this dude like Yagami, freaking OP. All he needed was drip. He didn't even need Ryuk. He just needed a better suit, and he's literally meta. Well, probably for infinite mode, yeah, I think he could be, but like 3 million cash is a lot. But still, for damage grind, it is 100% because just with using it once, you can probably get around 20 million damage easy. Sukuna, I guess, could be like top 8 tier, kind of a disappointment of a 6 star, but the reason he's higher than Kakashi and Vegito is because he does have story mode potential more than these two have infinite mode potential. For Gilgamesh also, I seriously doubt him being in the meta just because he would not be placeable, and well, yeah, you can only place one. Then we have the best unit this update, Krillin. Don't need to explain why he's S. Then we have Yuno, who's probably going to be like C tier. Genos, another S tier because he also is interchangeable with Broly. A really good unit, definitely not disrespected at all. Minato probably going to be like right above Gohan. Then we have Crocodile. Crocodile also was not disrespected. Like, he's not an OP unit, but he was not disrespected. Then we have Maka, who's probably going to be like B tier, I guess. Gojo, of course, S tier because you do need him for time stop. Erwin, of course, S tier because you need him for buff. Trafalgar Law probably going to be like A tier, not a bad story mode unit. Akaza probably going to be like D tier because well his range and damage is kind of meh compared to these new units. Then we have Eskenor, who will probably also be somewhere around A tier. We have this new character who's like, he's not bad for a 5 star, Kabuto I think his name was. He's not bad for a 5 star, but definitely more of a filler unit. Like, I don't think he was a major unit in Naruto either. Obito probably also going to be D tier because damage less than 1000 means I'll probably put them in D tier at this point. Emiya probably also going to be B tier. Luffy going to be maybe C tier. Luffy 6 star probably like top A tier because he's also pretty good for infinite mode and also pretty cheap, but I'm not sure if he will take meta just because of that really thin AoE cone. But if he would have like a wider AoE cone, then there is a chance. Then we have Ace, who will be there. Mob Psycho is pretty bad, one of the worst units in my opinion. Then we have this guy. He is not bad, but he is just a flex unit mostly, so I'm just gonna put him there. Then we have Giorno. Giorno in fact got a buff, which is pretty amazing. So Giorno will probably go ahead and be still in S tier because, well, he was always in S tier, and a support unit with that extra damage, that is pretty nice, guys. Then we have this character, Saber. We have Trunks, who will probably also be like top of A tier because story mode potential is pretty nice. but of course I don't think he would be able to compare with the new characters like Todoroki, etc. for story mode. Then we have Itadori, who is going to be probably A tier. Boo, also A tier. Natsu, probably like C tier. Yusuke, probably higher up in A tier. Nagato, probably another A tier, pretty good unit. Coyote Stark, C tier. Roy Mustang, B tier, probably like right there. Kuma, probably still going to be like bottom of A tier. Overhaul, grade 3 unit, I think that's C tier. Magellan had a buff, so A tier. This guy Whitebeard, probably also A tier. Whis, maybe I'll put him in A tier because, well, a lot of people complain when I put him in S tier, but just remember it's just for PvP, okay guys. Then we have Meliodus, we have Dio, who's probably going to be bottom A tier because, well, he is a time stopper after all. We have Mihawk, who will probably also be an A tier, and guys, we have a serious overload of A tier, wow. Then we have Rukia, who's another A tier, so even more of an overload of that one. Byakuya, who's probably C tier. Meta Knight, yet another A tier, but like much lower actually. Then we have, actually he would be higher than some of these units. Then we have Eskenor, who will probably be below Saber, of course. That's just a duplicate actually. Then we have Netero, who will probably be in B tier. He's not in B tier because he's bad, it's just that he's not worth spending the amount he costs, right? Then we have Joseph Joestar, who will probably be somewhere there. We have Zoro, Silver Zoldyck, who will probably be over there, like just a bit higher than Jiraiya. Then we have Merlin, who is top A tier and possibly S tier in some meta loadouts. We have this guy, Kento Nanami. Then Iki, who's definitely going to be in S tier because of slowing airs, which is a pretty essential thing. Then we have Conan, who is probably going to be a lot lower now in A tier, maybe still like right there, but Trunks is probably better than Conan in my opinion. Then we have this guy, God Goku. He used to be insane hype and he used to be so OP, but now I don't think he really is anymore compared to these new units. Like their power is just out of his level. Then we have Tatsumaki, who's another A tier. We have like 5 rows of A tier. Wow, there's so many units in this game. Then we have Yuki, probably gonna be an A tier. Endeavor, probably another A tier. At this point I'm putting it random because it would just take too long to put specifically in each tier, so only for the major units or S tier it's arranged in order. Then we have Itachi, who's going to be probably also A tier, but he is kind of a disappointment, of course. Garp, probably another A tier. Then we have Giorno 5-star, who's C tier. We have Kirito, who's probably going to be like higher up on of course A tier. Then we have Funny Valentine, who is going to be S tier because support is definitely needed, and the support for like just stopping all those enemies. We have Kovegu, who's probably going to be another A tier because he's definitely not expensive for the amount of damage he puts out. Then we have this guy Guts. We have Asta, who's probably going to be in like another A tier, like probably around there. We have Shanks, who's yet another A tier. Aqua, who I think I heard something about shoulder blessings, so I'm not sure. Like there is something about Aqua in this update, but I'm still pretty sure that she's not a meta because that wouldn't really make sense since that's just luck based. Avdol, definitely going to be a pretty solid A tier. Shinra, also another solid burning A tier. So yeah, I'll put them there. Then we have Sabo, who's probably going to be another A tier. And yes, we are finally done with the new update tier list. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.